Hey, welcome back, push rodders. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on the mend, although I was up with the flu anyway. But yeah, look, inspiration for projects. It can really come from anywhere. Like everyone's got their own inspirations from all different places and all the rest of it, and you know sometimes it just sort of broadsides you or whatever it may do. And in this case, it was literally the goings on around the world, with all the bullshit. Just yeah, and look, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. All the rest of it, I dare say, stuff's going to get more worse before it gets better. But hey, that's just me. But it got me thinking though, like especially with fuel prices going up and just the general cost of living, and there's a hell of a lot of people doing it a lot tougher than what they were this time, say last year or the year before, or even 10 years ago. And even also too, like spare parts, lead times, and even the quality, like some of the crap quality parts I've encountered it. Family members of mine, which are mechanics as well, they've encountered it. Even other fellow YouTubers like Uncle Tony's Garage over in the States, they've they've come across it quite a few times, and they've slip over to his channel and you'll see it. So that's why I thought, you know what, let's see how far we can go with our R34 Skyline. Not only have it as a performance upgrades, but let's see if we can get a little bit more fuel economy out of it as well. I mean, it's a non-turbo, so I mean we're not thrashing the living daylights out of it each week, but with in the scheme of things, with what's going on, like especially if you've got, most families have got two cars. Granted, you might be only using your second car, a few days a week, whatever, to save on fuel and all that sort of thing, but follow along with all the mods and stuff that I do to the R34 Skyline and tailor it to how you need it on your vehicle. And look, you may only even have $100 or a couple $100, but there's still stuff you can do. It's worthwhile. A little bit of something's better than nothing. And hey, look, over so many months, most likely get that in the fuel savings, or you might even just, if you're going down to Mexico and it might be the extra tenth of a second you need to win that race, and a bit of a payday. So this episode's pretty much going to be a bit of a walk around with the car. We'll go through a bit of a plan of attack. We've got a few bits and pieces written up on the whiteboard, which we'll go through. And yeah, let's go from there. And look, with my goal for it is, if I can get a little bit extra fuel economy out of it, all good, because it's a daily driver. But my main goal is to see if I can drop my quarter mile times or even eighth mile times from at least half to a full second. If I can get quicker than it, all good. But I want to try and focus on that. So this is what we're working with, push rodders. A 2.5 litre inline 6 non-turbo, twin overhead cam. Yeah, it's all bog stock. So the interior of the car, it's a little bit grubby, but same with the outside. It's my daily drive, so yeah, as you can see, automatic. Although if you're seeing again my other videos, you will have noticed we did a actually the last video did a just sort of hanging out while I did the train service. Speaking of that, we got our filter and everything, so that's all dialed in and done, so happy days there. Yeah, look, it's
kid seats, you know, it's nothing too flash in here. It's just all bog stock standards. So, but there's still room for improvement. So, which is what we're aiming for. Yeah, the boot or trunk or whatever you want to call it. I just got a bit of cardboard in there to, you know, to keep it a little bit cleaner because I put a bit of grubby stuff in there. But as you can see, it's not a very big boot space. So, and once again, look, there's some room for improvement in here, just more weight reduction sort of stuff. So, but we'll get into that a little bit later on, and we'll end up probably doing at least a couple of videos worth of weight reduction stuff. So yeah, as you can see, it's a fairly tidy car. Hasn't been modified and dicked around with and all that sort of stuff. So should be a fun project. This is the game plan with only $500. We'll see if we can get it done. I have to excuse the crappy writing and spelling and all that. Mechanic, not a bloody book writer or whatever, but anyway. So yeah, we're going to do some intake mods, side gap the plugs, we're going to reroute the positive crankcase ventilation hoses lines into a catch can, adjustable fuel pressure reg. At least then we've got a little bit of tunability with the fuel pressure. We're going to have a look into exhaust, so we're going to port the exhaust manifold, try and get a OEM turbo catback part of an exhaust system, just for ease of fitment. You know, the bloody coppers look under there and they go, oh, it's a standard system, all that sort of deal. So we'll have a look at a little bit of thermal management. So we're talking heat barriers, polishing, exhaust paint with ceramic, all that sort of deal. Then we'll have a look at sprung, unsprung weight. Unsprung weight, we're probably not going to be a lot there we can take out of the car, but sprung weight we can definitely do a bit with. And that'll, you know, like out of the cab of the car, the boot, engine bay, some hanging panels. So there you have it, guys. That's what we're working with. We also got our draggy in the mail, so we'll end up doing well, I've sort of unboxed it anyway, but we'll do a little bit of a review and sort of I guess a belated unboxing. So that's going to give us, well, at least we can quantify our results a little bit too. And looks like the streets down in Mexico or Cuba down by the beach are going to get a little busier. So, alrighty guys, so yeah, that's it. What are you waiting for? Go get your hands dirty. I'll see you next video.